Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see Geno Smith. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Seahawks and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Into the hands of Nichols. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He'll find Metcalf. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Geno. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. Trucks over it. Oh, Walker showing the power, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
you're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10, Smith again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Peterson. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
3rd and 3. On the give, this is Nichols.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
Play action. It's Fields.
It's complete to Watt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
And they'll run with Nichols.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Here's Nichols.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw to Disley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Geno out to throw. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And that's
That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going right back to Walker. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. Now 2nd and 9.
At the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw is Fields. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's French. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers at 1-14 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And his
throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Steps away.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant. Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Smith on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the red zone now, Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. And the second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
Here we go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Let's stay in the AFC West as we check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Deshaun Watson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Here we go, hey.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Smith now to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Again, it's Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This from 32 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now a first down throw. Fields being chased out left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Fields. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action, because these two defenses, they've taken...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he returns this to the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Fields on first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Smith. And it is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Down to the 40. Down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
To throw is Smith. And Walker has it. Pushing through the contact.
everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now Gino on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Fields escaping the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Finds Pickens out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll try the right side with Harris. Down inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Gino and the Seahawks down 17-15, 2:10 on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here comes second down at 5. Here's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Unfortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Here now, third down. Smith to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
14 yards that time for number 14. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Harris running straight ahead.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
All eyes on Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Boye Mafe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Dwayne Eskridge. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. So the kick is through, but they'll get no closer than 5 in the end as this game is over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Steelers, they pick up just their